And what's up, YouTube? It's Mac Tutorials 14 here. We're back in my review. And so today it's actually my first review. And today we're reviewing Jobs. Okay, I bet you guys are wondering what it is. So, Jobs, as you can see, is it's a movie based on the life of Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple. Formerly known as Apple Computer Inc. Now it's just Apple Inc. since 2007. But anyhow, that's a lot of Apple history. Anyhow, I figured it'd be fitting to talk about this movie since my channel does have to do a lot with Apple, a lot with computers. So I figured it'd be more than fitting to talk about this movie. So for the most part, I really liked it. As you can see, it does, as you guys probably know, it stars Ashton Kutcher as Steve Jobs. He plays Steve Jobs, and basically it's like a tribute to Steve Jobs' life. And basically what it's about is it starts from the late 70s when Apple is created up until the late 2000s, 2011 when Steve Jobs actually passes away. So I'm not going to spoil the movie for you guys, but it's a really good movie, actually. I'm not sure if you guys, I forget what it's called. It's the Facebook, thing where, it stars, who's, Mark Zuckerberg in that? I forget, but it stars, a lot of Hollywood actors, and it's a movie that came out about Facebook and how it got started, and it stars Mark Zuckerberg, and obviously it's not really him, it's an actor, but it's sort of like that, and it's also sort of like a Michael Jackson, This Is It sort of tribute, because it was a tribute, This Is It was a tribute to Michael Jackson, and Jobs is a tribute to Steve Jobs, and so basically we see his life from when he starts Apple Computer Inc. to, his death. So, it's basically pretty good. So, yeah. So we will start, yeah. I guess I'll just start talking about it. So, yeah, I mean, I already sort of covered it. But, yeah, guys, so my review is basically a 9.5 out of 10. I think it was a really good movie. It wasn't too much to see, but that's just my personal opinion. If you guys don't like Apple, if you don't like Steve Jobs, I would imagine that you aren't subscribed to me, because that's basically what my channel is. It's about Apple and Steve Jobs and tech and stuff like that. So if you don't like any of those things, don't go see the movie, because you're going to be disappointed with what you see. It's going to be boring to you. And I did go with my aunt and my cousin, and they did say to me said that it was a little bit boring to them, because it's sort of like biography of his life and stuff. But they said it was cool. It was just a little boring because it went on for a little while. Was it the best movie I've ever seen? Probably not. But for the money and for the fact that it's a good movie, going into it, since the movie is called Jobs, going into it, from what I was looking at going into it, all I really thought was it's going to be about Steve Jobs and Steve Jobs' life. Obviously, they can't get Steve Jobs to play the part of Steve Jobs, because he's been dead for over 2 years now, so they can't get him to play the job, to play Steve Jobs. So who else are they going to get? Well, Ashton Kutcher looks the most like Steve Jobs, so they got him. And I think out of everyone in Hollywood, that was probably the best choice. And he portrays Steve Jobs really well. They do mention pretty much all the key points when the Macintosh gets released, the Apple II, all this stuff. There are some things that they missed, like in 2007 when the original iPhone came out. At that keynote, they actually didn't. Some of those key events, they didn't, like the iPhone announcement, they did not show. They did not show the. They showed, actually, in the beginning of the movie, they showed, the first 2 minutes of the movie, they showed the original iPod announcement back in 2001. So, I mean, that's sort of it, but, I mean, that is very important, because nowadays you got the iPhone, you got the iPod, you got a million things. So the original iPod basically inspired the iPhone and the iPod Touch and the iPod Nano and everything we really have now. So that was like sort of like a key event. So again, I give it a 9.5 out of 10 because going through this movie, going into this movie, I knew it was going to be about Steve Jobs. It was probably one of the most interesting to me because I like Apple, I like tech, I like Steve Jobs. To me, I think it was probably the most informational and probably the best sort of biography tribute that I've pretty much ever seen. Because to me, I mean, I really like tech. I like Apple. I like the Mac. I like the iPods. I like the iPhones. Pretty much everything Apple has, I like. But yeah, so definitely tell me in the comment area below what you guys liked about the movie. I did like a lot of things. I thought it was a good movie, so I definitely recommend you guys go see it. It is in theaters now, so go ahead, go to your local theater, look it up if you want to go see it. Go ahead, go see it. My opinion is 9.5 out of 10, which means definitely, if you're an Apple fan and you like Steve Jobs, definitely go see this movie. So anyway, let me know in the comment area below if you did see this movie. What are your opinions on it? What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? Did you like it at all? Let me know in the comment area below. But that is it for this review, guys. So I guess for now, I will talk to you guys later.